All right, good afternoon. It's nice to see everybody here. This is a great lively crowd. If people want to try to squeeze their way in, there's one seat here, there's some standing room over here if you'd like. $5. There.
You're worth 10.
All right, so we're going to start the ceremony for our newest sergeant, Tracy Dunne. I'd like to introduce our police chaplain, Father Taylor ALBRIGHT, for the invocation.
Good afternoon. I'm Taylor ALBRIGHT. I am the police chaplain and pastor over at Trinity Church in Tarrytown. And what a great honor to be here for such a great day. So let us pray. Most gracious God, we are forever thankful that you have shown yourself to be a God of both mercy and justice. And we are thankful that you give gifts and the call for exceptional people among us to serve our community of Simsbury for the responsibility of maintaining that balance of mercy and justice. This afternoon, we thank you for Officer Tracy Dunne. She has proven herself by over 18 years of service to this town of Simsbury and by service to her fellow members of this police department. Today, we ask your help for her and your blessing on her as she receives the new responsibilities in her promotion to sergeant. We ask you to guide her in her work, to make her attentive to the details of each day and of each shift. We pray that you would give her the wisdom and discernment that she will need in her new role, and an enhanced ability to listen well for the needs of each shift, each person she supervises, and each moment she's called to serve. Bless also her family and friends, and all those who support her, and watch over and protect Sergeant Dunne and all of our officers as they embrace the challenges of protecting our safety each day. Amen.
I'd like to introduce our first select person, Wendy Maxtus.
Hi, this is a big crowd. It's a little nerve-wracking, but it's good for Tracy. I'm happy to see everyone here today. I want to thank the chief for giving me an opportunity to speak today, and I want to speak on behalf of the full Board of Selectmen. And we want to extend our congratulations to you, Tracy Dunne, on your well-deserved promotion to sergeant. We are so grateful for your years of service and dedication to the community that we have here in Simsbury. I do want to comment, my personal experience with Tracy is not a lot, but she made a lasting impression on me when she was participating in the domestic violence discussion that John Hampton had last year. And she was a panelist, and the candor, empathy, and knowledge that you showed during that session was amazing to me. And it just showed your instinctual desire to help others. And it just came through in that presentation that we had. I also think it's great to see you and other women moving up in the ranks. We do have a lot of women leaders in the town of Simsbury, which I have to say I'm very happy to see here. And that we want to thank you and all of you who serve on the Simsbury Police Department for keeping us safe. And we look forward to working with you as you take on this leadership position. So thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It's nice to see so many people here and representatives from all the different departments within the town hall, in our other emergency services, our Board of Selectmen, our Police Commission, our Board of Education, former employees of the town, current employees. It's really nice to see everybody here. Next, I would like to introduce Jenna Caulfield, our chairperson for the Police Commission.
Hello. Good afternoon. I was very excited to get to commemorate and celebrate Tracy Dunne's promotion to sergeant today, and I thought, what a great time to share with you all a story about myself. So many years ago, like many, pre-pandemic, many years ago, I was tasked with running and organizing and setting up a 5K for my children's school. And if you knew me, that was ridiculous because I've never run a 5K. I don't think I've ever run like a K. I had never attended one or whatever, but got all my paperwork in, send it off, and it makes its way through town hall and ends up on a lieutenant's desk. And he looks at the paperwork and he gives me a call. Hey, Ms. Caulfield, we got your paperwork. I have a couple of questions. And so I say, hit me. And by the end of that call, I really wish he had hit me because I did not know any of the answers. And I said, oh, I don't know. That's a really good question. And you know what? I'm going to research that and get you a really good answer. And I think by the end of that call, he was very nervous about this event. And I suspect that is why he went ahead and scheduled Officer Dunne as our private duty officer. Because the race day comes and she shows up and she hits the ground running. That was an unintentional pun, but she really did. She was professional and she was compassionate and she was engaged with all of the members of our community. The little kids that were like, we're gonna run a 5K, and they had no idea what that meant. And the parents who were like, we're gonna run a 5K, and they know what that meant, but it was for the kids. And then like the running runners who were like, we're gonna run a 5K. And she was engaged and professional and kind with all of them. And I gotta tell you, that event was a huge success. 0 people got mowed down by a car. 0 people got lost in the forest where the first half of the course was. 0 people got lost in like the wilds of the Simsbury neighborhoods where the second half of the course was. And there wasn't a boo-boo, a scrape, a bump to be had. And that is just one example where we have seen how Officer Dunne can work with everybody with professionalism and kindness and respect. And that is one of the many reasons that our commission was so pleased with your promotion. And so on behalf of the Simsbury Police Commission, I want to say we look forward to working with you and watching you tackle this new job, and congratulations.
Thank you. Town Manager Maria Capriola is unable to attend and sends her best regards and congratulations. So I have been a police officer for almost 30 years. Some of the most satisfying parts to me are the pieces, or putting the pieces together and solving a case, preventing a crime, helping someone, training people, hiring a new officer, and promoting someone. It's a great feeling to celebrate someone's success, to see them set a goal and achieve a goal, and then to set another goal and work to achieve that. Tracy Dunne joined us 18 years ago, and I have been fortunate to see her set goals for herself, take on new challenges and assignments, to push through difficult times, and to succeed. Tracy has some leading personal qualities that are a factor in her 18 years of success here in Simsbury. She's intelligent, a critical thinker, and a good communicator. She's a fighter. She never gives up. She is very social, well-spoken, outgoing, and personable. She likes to help people. She likes to get involved. She's organized, she's dedicated, she's caring, she's compassionate, she's empathetic, she's organized, and she's driven. She uses all of these qualities and skills for her success and for the success of the department. Tracy knows the law, policy, and procedures very well, and she has demonstrated practical application, not just knowledge. She has instructed our officers for many years in specialized and often complicated and ever-changing topics. She has grown to be a very good critical thinker, which helps her to plan, prepare, and adapt. Her work has been significant in our compliance efforts with accreditation, having primary responsibility for organizing our documentation and our assessments. She performs administrative reviews on department performance and looks for solutions to issues. She looks for ways to improve performance, she seeks solutions, makes referrals, and coordinates services. She uses her social skills to quickly connect with people, and she connects with a lot of people. These connections lead to professional networking, sharing of information, and a breakdown of barriers. She consistently keeps her coworkers and supervisors informed of progress, issues, and developments. All these strong personal qualities, together with a history of exceptional performance, makes her a great police officer and sets her up for prosperity as a sergeant. I'm very proud of Tracy and look forward to her success here as a sergeant. Congratulations. So, Tracy, if you could step forward, please, and Town Clerk Trish Monroe will provide or administer the oath of office.
Do you solemnly swear that you will faithfully discharge according to law your duties as a sergeant in the Simsbury Police Department to the best of your ability, so help you God?
I do.
Very pleased to welcome retired Sergeant Andy Simon to the opening of the badge. Congratulations, a few words from you.
Well, I can't follow up Jenna, but I did my best. I have to say I am very humbled and honored today. Number one, for all the people that are here. Number two, because I feel really humbled that I've worked very hard to get to this point and I'm actually here right now. What's incredible is that the people that are here have played a part of my entire life, from high school, my best friend from high school, to guys from Suffield, my dispatcher from Suffield. Love you guys. Every single one of you has played a part in my life and in my career, and it's coming full circle, and it's incredible. I remember starting in Suffield. I remember all the advice that I got from the guys, and of course I grew up in Suffield, so I got a lot of extra yelling at sometimes, but my family for supporting me through this career that they weren't thrilled that I jumped into. Every single one of you guys, and my favorite here that's followed in my footsteps and became a sergeant for Middletown Police Department. Every one of my sergeants when I started, my FTO, Jimmy White, Sifo, every single one of you guys have played a really important part of my career, and I can't thank you enough for being here right now. My coworkers, you guys knew I was in accreditation. Let me tell you a little bit about accreditation. When I first took accreditation on, actually when I was first assigned to accreditation, I thought, what the hell am I getting into? And it was a very challenging position, and back then when accreditation was new, nobody knew what it was, but they had to sell it, and I had to be the salesman to sell it. And at first, it was very hard, but every one of you should be really, really proud of everybody in this police department, because each one of you guys had a part in it. And when I go as an assessor to other police departments and see how well ahead of the curve we were back then till now, and now I'm helping other police departments develop their policies and procedures, and kind of like we're like a trendsetter. It's an incredible feeling, and I can't believe I can say that. Like I really understand what accreditation is about, and it's also helped me realize that law enforcement and police work is a whole realm. It's not just cops on the street, it's everything. And I didn't, as a patrol officer, didn't see that, but now as the circle comes around, I understand that. I understand why my FTOs sometimes were hard on me, Jimmy White or Sifo or anybody. I understand why I had to follow up on certain things and do my reports to the best of my abilities. And that's something else I can say about this town, is that we do go above and beyond. Our officers go above and beyond if you look at other towns. And I will say that's a feather in our cap. But getting the guys on board with accreditation, I think, is my favorite part about my assignment, because they were actually coming to me and saying, hey, I've got a report for you. Hey, what do you need? And that was hard. Starting back from when I was in Suffield, seeing Richie Devon, one of my favorite officers who I learned from you. Grandpa, my grandfather that I'm so fortunate that I worked with, Gary Gray. To work with your grandfather is the most incredible experience ever I could ask for. To all my lieutenants, my chief who has had to deal with me for the past 18 years. And yes, it's been hard at times, but I always come through and make sure I do give 100%, and I have, and I will continue to do that. But seeing people from my growing up, my family, Suffield, the ambulance, the different departments, my cousin Brett from Maine, everybody, I'd be here all night if I thanked everybody and had a story for everybody, but Rudy, if you're out there, I always have stories about Rudy, but that's for another day. But most of all, I'm very grateful. I chose Cy to pin me because he was a very important father figure to me when I first started. And as a new officer, a new female officer, the guys here were absolutely incredible in supporting me and always pushing me and bringing me up and leading me and teaching me along the way. And Cy was a really big part of that. And after thinking, and I didn't want anybody any hard feelings, but I want to be a boss like Cy. I want to continue to learn and grow, and I can't appreciate that enough. And Cy, I love you, and thank you very much for pinning me. It's an honor. And everyone here, I thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it, and I promise I will give 110% and do the best I can to continue serving in this career and keep moving onward. With that, I tried to keep it short, but again, thank you guys. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate everything, and I appreciate you guys coming.
Funding for Simsbury Community Television is provided in part by contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.